How's it going, YouTube? And welcome back. And guess what? We're working on Project Attack again, and that's the 2013 Chevrolet Camaro ZL1. And now today it's getting some suspension upgrades. We're putting in a BMR front and rear sway bar, as well as subframe connectors and a drive shaft tunnel brace. Now keep in mind, when you do the subframe connectors, it is recommended, or I think it actually is necessary, to do the drive shaft tunnel brace as well. Now, as we get started here, I'm going to start off with the rear sway bar, just because it's at the back of the car, and I was actually figuring that this was going to be the hardest part, which I was in a big surprise, where actually the front sway bar was the most difficult part of this whole install. But let's jump into it. For the rear sway bar, I did have to remove the driver's side tire to pull it out, but overall the uninstall and install was actually very simple. There was only a total of 6 bolts that needed to be removed, 4 up high and then the 2 end link bolts. Other than that, it came right out and went right in. Please keep in mind, I did remove the 2 mounts that held the exhaust up a little bit, just so I could pull the exhaust down a little bit while I was getting in the rear sway bar. Main reason I did that is the new sway bar from BMR is a little longer, just because it has the adjustments for the stiffness. So I had to remove them, so you'll see that they're disconnected there. Now that the rear sway bar is completed, we're moving over to the midsection of Project Attack, and we're going to start to install the first subframe connector. Now what you're going to notice is I'm going to put the screws in to hold the first subframe in place. Now I'm not going tight, I'm just keeping them all loose, because as I tighten them down, I don't need it to actually kind of cock sideways while I'm trying to tighten it down. So I keep them loose and then try to bring them up all together at the same time. One thing that I must add is you're going to notice when you're lining up these subframe connectors that there's nothing to screw into. So what BMR did was they gave you these plates that have welded nuts on them that you can slide into the frame, so you can actually screw the bolt into these plates, so it'll actually hold the subframe to the actual body, and it'll really stiffen it up once you have it all bolted together. So just to reiterate, please make sure that you keep all the bolts loose for both subframe connectors and the actual drive shaft tunnel connector. Until you have those all in place, and then you can start tightening them all down and bring them all snug together at the same time. So that might mean you might have to do one side and then move over to the other side and go back and forth, which I really don't show me doing in this video, but I had to kind of go back and forth so it all snug up really nicely. Now that we finished the drive shaft and subframe connectors, the next part is going to be a little more difficult, and that's because these the front sway bar actually has these adjustable plates that are welded on there. And if you have a ZL1, you're going to actually have a couple extra hoses, such as the supercharger, cooler, power steering lines, AC lines, and the way everything's kind of routed, it's routed right in the way. And I think if you have like an SS or even a 6-cylinder, you won't have this issue, but on the ZL1 it was a little more complicated. So again, just take your time. I really don't showcase all the 4-letter words that I was saying, trying to get it in there without messing up anything. It was a challenge. Just make sure you take your time with this one, guys. Now, as we do some light turns here, one thing that I can't stress enough is the camera is not showing how grippy the car feels. One of the turns that we took before we even got to this point, before I was recording, The tires actually were squealing as we were going into a turn, and we weren't even moving that fast. So again, I am actually a BMR fan now, and I didn't think that I would have gotten this far, but after feeling the difference with just these 3-4 components, I am actually really impressed.